It's the 4th of August 2017 and here's Double Wicket Maiden, the cricket news bulletin show on Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. I'm your presenter for today, Chukka Wilson. Here's what's been making news in the cricketing world. At the end of the first day of the second test between Sri Lanka and India at Colombo, India won the toss and they ended up on 3 for 344 from their 90 overs. Pujara was the top score with 128 not out, and Rahane is with him still on 103 not out. India had been on 3 for 133 before those two came together for their presently unbroken 200-run partnership. India won the first test comprehensively and have gotten themselves into a strong position in this second one. None of the Sri Lankan bowlers did particularly badly. They just couldn't shut down the Indian batting and make the necessary breakthroughs. The only bowler to regularly pass the bat and make things difficult was Dhiruvan Perera, while Sri Lanka's other two spinners weren't nearly as useful or dangerous. Teteshwar Pujara has reached 4,000 test runs in this his 50th test match, and having batted 84 innings, making him one of the fastest Indians to reach this milestone behind Sehwag and Gavaskar. The fourth and final test between England and South Africa is starting today at Old Trafford. England have a 2-1 lead, so the result of this match will be the difference between an even tie and an England domination. Reports from England are saying that there's been a lot of rain about the area, and that the outfield of Old Trafford is currently very wet and boggy. England captain Joe Root has said that the England team has still got a long way to go in finding the best lineup that'll be settled and in form by the time the Ashes begin in November. It is highly unlikely that England will recall their second spinner Dawson into what will likely be a low-scoring, seam-friendly match. Meanwhile, South Africa will need to make a last-minute decision regarding the selection of Vernon Philander, who has been struggling for the past few days with lower back spasms, which were likely caused by him being over-bowled in the previous test at the Oval. It appears that the Australian cricket pay dispute is over, with an agreement getting reached between Cricket Australia and the Australian Cricketers Association. This means that all fixtured tours and series for the next few months will go ahead as planned, including Australia's tours of Bangladesh and India. At this very early stage, the actual details of the deal have not been made public, and so it's not possible for us to properly verify which side of the dispute got how much of what they each wanted. In his recent press conference, Cricket Australia CEO James Sutherland has spoken very highly of this new brokered deal, saying that both parties had to compromise on some of their goals, and that this agreement is a landmark deal for female cricketers, while the pull for grassroots cricket will still be strong. Meanwhile, ACA President Greg Dyer has said that, quote, "The men and women have been rewarded for sticking together and for having courage of their convictions. They have made history and created a legacy for generations of players to come," end quote. And that's been the news for this episode. This has been Double Wicket Maiden, the cricket news bulletin show for the 4th of August 2017. I'm Chukka Wilson, and you're listening to Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. Until the next cricket news bulletin, remember to cock your wrists, play with soft hands, and keep control of your follow-through.